Welcome to Hangman Tarot. We're going to get started here with our celebrity tarot card reading here in just a few minutes. I do want to get started with follow, share, and like. Make sure you do share this with your friends and family. Don't forget, I am back. Thank you so much for all of your patience. If you're hanging out waiting for some celebrity readings, I am back and I'm going to give those to you. I just had to get my shit together mentally. I had to physically be okay. I had to spiritually be okay. And I am in a place in my life where that is all aligned. So I hope that you are ready for the celebrity reading you've been waiting for, Chrisean Rock and BlueFace tarot card reading. So we're going to find out about their love connection or not a love connection. I want to know a little bit more about the two of them and what they got going on, whether or not they're going to get back together. I mean, this has been on the list. I have a list of readings, and mind you, I will get to as many as I can, but this is one of the top ones that keep popping up on the list. So let's just get straight into this. Again, if you would like to share this, please do, and make sure that you follow so you can make sure that you're not missing out on any of your tarot card readings. All right, so BlueFace is born in the United States, of course. He was born in LA, California. He was born January 20th, 1997. His sun sign's Aquarius, his moon sign's a Gemini. That makes tons of sense. Let me see, his birth name was Jonathan Michael Porter. And again, he's a rapper, he's a singer, and he is professionally known as BlueFace. Let's get in. For Chrisean Malone, that is her birth name. She was born March 14th, 2000. She was born in Maryland. She's 23 years old, and she is a Pisces. She's currently on the Baddies show. That's a reality show. She does a lot of live streams. She even live streamed her birth, and she did have BlueFace's child. So that was like a big old thing, and they both had a reality show also, but I think they met on some weird show where it was a house full of girls and they were fighting over the guys or whatever it was. That's kind of where that all began and where that all started. So again, I'm not going to get much further into this. If you're a fan of them, you're a fan of them. If you're not, you're not. It is what it is, but I want you to enjoy it either way. So I just had a little bit on them, but let's just get into this reading because I'm ready. I am fully ready. Locked and loaded, people. All right, here we go. Full card in reverse. That does not surprise me. Whoop. Okay. In this relationship, I'm seeing with the Justice upright, there's a lot of balance and fairness that has really fucking played out in this relationship. Okay. I personally can see it when I'm watching it. I can see it kind of balancing out and all this justice is coming and everything's kind of coming into its place and everything's aligning and proving that she wasn't lying about whose baby it was. She wasn't lying the entire time. But the fairness here is all coming kind of into play in this relationship, and everything that could come up would all be these past decisions that they have made up until now. So those things are coming up, all that energy and the efforts in the romance, that's all here in this energy as well. So there was a lot of energy put in towards this specific relationship. The balance, the fairness, it all kind of played out, and it's still kind of playing out as we speak. Especially in the very beginning, there wasn't a lot of justice being seen between the two of them. Okay, so especially when, you know, he was saying she was lying or she was doing this or she was doing that, there wasn't a lot of truth that was actually being able to be shown. But there is a lot of balance again coming up as far as justice between the two of them. Over on his side, there's a lot of energy of impulsivity. So with this Fool in reverse, it's just giving me a very immature attitude. When this person is in love, he's in love with an illusion, or he's giving off an illusion of who he is so that you love him for what he's not. I hope that makes sense, because he doesn't hear advice. He doesn't hear, you know, a good friend trying to tell him what to do or to talk him down or to be like, hey, you know, you're being a dick bag. He doesn't care. He does not care. He doesn't care. And so I feel like the karma of this situation is just very much unfolding kind of in front of us. As far as him being impulsive, him not hearing advice, him just kind of just taking a step out, and he just doesn't watch where he's going. He doesn't really care. Again, he doesn't take advice, and he's not going to hear you. As far as like a completion or some sort of a feeling like a completion in the relationship, there will never be, because that's just the type of person he is. He will never give you closure. He's not going to give us closure either, okay? That's just all I'm saying. He's not going to give anybody closure. Over on her end, going back to Chrisean, there's a lot of success coming in as long as she takes it. She has tons of things coming through, and there's a huge breakthrough, new ideas, new communication, new messages, and things that will be relayed to us later on. But as of right now, there's a lot of really clear energy that comes through, and mentally she's very clear. Even if she drinks here and there and has a 40 there and, you know, has a blunt or whatever, she's not going to go blow away in the withers. She's very clear. She has a clear thought on expanding, especially mentally, and especially as far as her success goes. She's on a roll. She's not to be fucked with at this point. And I think that we all are aware of that. We can all kind of see that. But there was just kind of like a sudden realization, especially with this new energy, this new life form that came through her body. It gave her this fucking strength that women cannot really explain, as far as like having, you know, new energy come through our body. We can't really explain having a child, but it gives us the strength that you could never be an opponent to, okay? But as far as success, being mentally clear, having some sort of a breakthrough and success with a new opportunity, something is being, you know, shouted out her way. There's messages coming towards her. Hey, let's work. Hey, let's do this. These are all thoughts right now, but this is just the manifestation part. This is just something that is, you know, kind of happening. And there doesn't seem to be any challenges as of right now. I just think it's very thoughtful, and I think it's very fluid. I think this is flowing really nicely for her. Over on his end, I feel like he has a lot of hidden feelings. There's going to be some sort of secret that's revealed. I feel stupid saying that because there's been so many secrets revealed already about this guy, that the silent potential here of a secret being revealed, it's obvious. But again, it's going to kind of probably shock everybody. I think I had a reading on him one time or the other where I actually noticed that he may actually be not into women. Okay, so that could be a secret that pops up, but it's showing tons of hidden feelings here. And again, secrets that are still coming forward, and just, you know, trying to remember this person in positivity is a very difficult task, especially right now. I feel this is just a huge shift. This relationship has changed the both of their lives. With any of the major arcanas that are popping up, there's 3, 4 here. This has shifted both of their lives in a very significant way. So I don't think it's, you know, for nothing. I think for her, it's a huge push to get away from codependency, probably, or like negative or toxic relationships. And I think for him, it's just like again, I just don't know if he'll learn how to be not an asshole. I don't know what else to say about this, but it's giving me anxiety. I have a lot of anxiety reading his energy. As far as like their relationship between the two of them, over on her end, it's hopeless. There's nothing that she thinks can come from this relationship. It gives her anxiety, it gives her fear, and it pulls her back, okay? So there's a lot of trauma that has to do with that as well. And if you've watched these two, it's very clear that she spent a lot of nights sleepless because of him, and because of herself, you know. I mean, she's almost there. She doesn't want to fuck it up by giving this dude another chance. That's not what she's doing here. She ain't into it. Over on his end, as far as, you know, relationships, he definitely bailed because it lost the original spark. So whatever kind of energy it was standing on in the very beginning, whatever he was feeling from it, or, you know, whatever he was kind of like hoovering, or just because he's kind of like a vampire, energy vampire. So whatever he was kind of trying to draw out of her, she took away. So he lost that natural, that very beginning stage of a relationship, that feeling. He was hoovering that. So he's completely lost that from her. So this kind of made it so that he had to show up in other areas and other relationships to get that kind of that drug, you know, taking energy from somebody else. So whatever he has been working on, or whatever he's been focusing on, he's showing up to that instead, because this relationship, she wasn't giving it. She was like, no, I'm done. And all the energy was going to that new life force that was inside of her body. And as soon as she had that baby, it's just like everything is being put down, and everything, she's backing up, and she knows that it's hopeless. She knows that it gives her, you know, nothing but negativity and nothing but bad feelings. She's not into it at all. And I think that it would give her some sort of illness, like, honestly, the aggression, the defensiveness, it's just written all over his energy. As far as like a likely outcome here, it's just like communication is going to be completely blocked on her end. She doesn't want to talk to him. And even if she does end up talking to him, there's still a blocked communication. They will never know how to communicate. And that's just a thing. He won't know how to communicate with anybody, or with a woman in general. Unless there was like a huge like lobotomy. he would need a lobotomy to move forward. I think that she's ignoring kind of what she is used to, or what she could be involved in. I think she's ignoring some of her actual wants and needs to get through this, because it is confusing. It's confusing, especially if you're in love with somebody but you're not supposed to be with them. This person did change her life, gave her a child. He will always be somehow connected, but she knows that this communication will forever be blocked. It's confusing, it's uncomfortable, it's weird, it's on a whim, it's, you know, jumping without looking. She's not interested in it. It'll take her a little bit to get that, but she's not interested in it. It really is looking like that. Over on his end, he's already let go and he's already stepped back. He has learned what he needed to learn from the situation, or what he didn't learn, or whatever. As far as being in limbo, that's where he hangs out. He hangs out in limbo. He's not going to move forward until he learns from, you know, the same type of situation is going to come back around. He's going to continue to just not see it. That's just kind of where he's at. And in order to move forward in his life and his energy and pushing it, he's going to have to learn from these mistakes, but he's not learning and he's not seeing it. He's just pretending to see it. He's just, you know, he won't let go of that control. He's not going to let it go, especially with this hangman in reverse. He's not letting go of that control. And he doesn't want to like backtrack. He doesn't want to move forward. So he's just going to hang out where he's at and be weird and uncomfortable on Twitter or whatever he's messaging on. His messages are weird. I'm just throwing that out there. They're very weird. Ultimately here though, for her, I'm seeing a lot of wealth with 10 of Pentacles upright. That's a good life. She has a lot of success coming in as long as she fucking handles her cards the right way and stays the fuck away from people like him. I know that there's a lot of people like him, but there's a lot of great things that she could do with her life and kind of go around those people. But it's like, for some reason, we as humans will attract specific types. And that's the energy she keeps drawing in sometimes. But she's trying not to. She's trying to change all that. And if she continues to keep moving forward, she's just going to be feeling very complete, very content. And she's going to be sitting on a lot of value and a lot of safety. And she's going to feel good about it. She's going to feel secure. So she's going to have her money up. I mean, she's just working on all that. And this new success, this new opportunity that's come in, she needs to take it so that she can move forward and have this great traditional home life and feel secure and not have to feel, you know, like she has to be around these people to survive. So I just see a lot of security, a lot of stability for her. And I just see him kind of like staying in limbo again, just not accepting or acknowledging that he does fuck up and that he does need to face the things that he hasn't learned. And it's going to be a very long time before he does. That's all I know. I hope that he does, for those, you know, for the children that are involved and things like that. I do hope that he gets it together, because he says some really weird things, really abusive things, really narcissistic things. The two of them and their relationship is not love, just so we're clear here. That is abuse. I don't care how cute it looks on TV. I mean, I did this reading, but I'm not condoning this relationship. I'm not at all. It's not even a relationship. It's a very fucked up, toxic situation between the two of them. And I don't advise being crazy in love, because it's gross. Okay. I hope that you all enjoy the Celebrity Tarot card reading. Please hit follow, share, and subscribe. Go ahead, subscribe. Don't forget to do that, and make sure that you share with your friends and family. Other than that, if you have a reading that you want done, send it in. I am doing readings again. So this is the first Chrisean and BlueFace. I am back. I hope that you missed me, and thank you so much again for your patience. And you guys all really hung out. Like, my subscribers didn't even go down. So, mwah, thank you so much. I will see you all very soon.